phone is fucking up, overheating, or literally somebody do not want me to put out the message. But either way it goes, I'll start from the top again. Once again, good evening, all my patriots. How you guys doing? Sorry that is we're doing it this way, old school tonight. Due to the fact my daughter had to do homework, so she has the computer. But it's all good. We're gonna make it rock like it is. I promise y'all, I will get y'all a better quality stream in the next couple of days. All right. I don't know when. I don't want to make no promises. Between my daughter using the computer and between my wife also being very tired because of her weight loss journey, and her schedule is now fluctuating and changing on that. I don't know when I'll have a real quality stream like I used to. But we gonna rock out like we doing now, because at the end of the day, it's all about the message, and we're getting the message out there. If you was at my previous stream, I'm so sorry. It wasn't my fault, but I'm here now. We are here to discuss the situation with Anthony McCray. Not only are we talking about Anthony McCray, we also going to talk about the young lady that lost her life in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, that was an honor student that again liberal media will not talk about. We also talk about Roland Martin, who once again suck at life and suck at debating. That's why he cannot uh excuse me, that's why he do not feel comfortable going on other people's podcasts, because he know when he goes there, when it's not about liberal woke talking points, he has no argument. And we will also discuss other things that's going on in politics that are very important. I know that I've been a little slight behind, but it's all good. I'm gonna try to do a little catch up tonight and give y'all my perspective on everything. Now, getting back before I start, Jericho, I will try to have Jericho and other guests on probably next month. It ain't gonna happen this month. It'll probably be next one as soon as I can figure out the situation of our move. So let's get back to Anthony McCray. If you don't know who Anthony McCray is a 43-year-old black American suspect who ran up on MSU and killed three people in the on the campus, and then he ended his own life in Lansing, Michigan. Sources says that this man has been having demons since his mother passed away, per his father and his brother. Soon as liberal media, which is CBS, ABC, MSNBC, found out that he was man of color, or AKA black over here, all of a sudden, no one wants to talk about Anthony McCray anymore, or the victims at MSU. Now, this gentleman also had a record. He was not supposed to even have a gun in his possession. But let's don't forget now, before they end it, when they do find out it is a person of color, they always get Biden or Kamala, aka gone Miss Gag Reflex 3000, to always say that, hey, we need more gun control. When usually the state of Michigan, the state of Illinois, and these other states of New York have some of the toughest gun laws in the country. How much damn control do you need? At the end of the day, when people want a gun, they're going to get it. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's just like in this country when people want to commit murder. You can do everything you can, restraining order. You can have the cops circle around and watch them and tag them for days. It doesn't matter. If they're going to commit a murder, they're going to do it. This is what it is. So, with that being said, if they don't even do it while they're free, they'll definitely do it when they get in prison. We're going to go and break down more situational awareness about this guy. what the media failed to prepare everyone about when it came to this man. Now, I do know he's 43 years old. He was originally from Trenton, New Jersey. Sometime on the way, he transplant to Lansing, Michigan. A lot of his family members say he was really close to his mother, which it seems like to me that he probably was one of those guys that his mama did not allow him to have the consequences like a man. She probably one of those that always stepped in because he's a mama's boy. Oh, don't mess with him, Anthony. You know how Anthony is. Anthony made every excuse instead of sitting Anthony down and say, Anthony, quit sucking the titty and get off your ass and do the right thing. Now, again, rest in peace to the families. When it comes to Anthony McCray, I'm not saying rest in peace to him because it seemed like to me this man should have been behind bars a long time ago. So once again, Michigan, you fucked up. Now, let's talk about some other facts about this man that the media don't want to talk about. Now, they said that his mother died in 2020. He got roots in Trenton, Jersey. They said that she was a very religious woman. They said that she married Michael A. McCray in 1976. They had 3 children. Now, this is what's crazy. And this way it tells me that this guy really was a twisted individual and probably blamed the hospital for maybe possibly his mother's death. They said that she died at the same Lansing hospital where the victims shot at Michigan State were treated. Okay. Okay, so she died at the same hospital. Dispatchers gave the suspect description on the scanner. So he shot at Berkeley Hall in the student union. Now, his own sister called him an oddball. You can't make this shit up. So even the family members know this boy was being extra protected probably by his mama because he was an oddball. That lets me know that this cat was shunned at an early age. Now, if you look at his Facebook page, it's covered with Bible scriptures and this, that, and the third. I done try to tell y'all, man, everybody that say they a Christian or got all them Bible paraphernalia shit, you can't trust them. Nah, actually, MAGA, she was a married mom. You gotta remember, MAGA, there's some women that are married that will act like a single mama, aka baby terrorists. I'm being serious. There are some married baby mama terrorists right now that will destroy a child, will not let the father intervene. I got one that was like that. I got a cousin that's serving time right now because his mama intervened, never let his father be a father in the relationship. I don't even know how they marriage survived, but it still is to this day. And that's why he in jail. That's why he's serving a life sentence. Sure is. And so always remember that, MAGA. There are some baby mama terrorists that are married in a relationship right now with the baby father. He done made her his wife, and they are out here still destroying the child. Still won't let that man do what he needs to do to raise the child. I keep trying to tell y'all, you got to let these fathers get more hands on. Quit always trying to stop it. Exactly, Magnum. You're right. It's the welfare system too, because they always got the father as a bargain chip, and I wouldn't be surprised she one of them that told him that. She probably one of them that told her daughter, "You don't need no damn man. You don't need no man. You a strong, independent woman." I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Let's continue. Now it reads, "Now I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions, and to overcome all the power of the enemy, nothing will harm you. Now, the archive version says that McCrae was from Trenton, New Jersey, lived in Lansing, and he was holding a cross. I try to tell y'all, that's what they say in the Bible, these false prophets. A lot of these people will use the Lord's name to do all this evil and justify it. I'm being serious. Listen to some of these liberals, how they talk. Ralph Warnock and all them. They will use Bible scriptures, okay, to justify they fucked up ways. I'm telling you now. We see it all the time. Let me go read right back. My boy said, sowing mistakes and limits said true. I don't intervene. I daddy discipline and I don't agree. We discuss later. Exactly. That's what you're supposed to. Because for your husband's supposed to be the head. You're supposed to respect your husband. Now, if he do something out the way to the children, you're right. You wait, you take him to the side, or y'all talk in that back room, wherever y'all talk to, and you let him know this ain't the right way. I ain't feeling this. There's got to be another alternative. And then he's probably going to sit there and think about what you say because you are his wife, because you is his rib. And then he's going to go with another approach. That's how it's supposed to be. But these moms out here today don't do that. They want to go up here and shit on the damn husband or the baby daddy right in front of the child's face. Make the child feel like they justified to get away with shit. A Google search of Facebook page reads in part, hi, my name is Anthony McCrae. I'm a hermit, not for religion discipline. When Americans look at you, they just want to see how cool you are. Oh, wow. That tell you right, there's something wrong with it, man. Think about that. The man say he a hermit. He's basically telling you he fool. Maggie General said, Joel Davis Media Network, those people who misquote the Bible are fake Christians who never read it or been to church. So I think the media lie about them being about God for a narrative. MAGA, you're right about that to an extent. Some of these will go to church, okay, and they will flip. Because remember, like I told you in one of our broadcasts that you follow, there's a lot of fake Christians, man, false gods, false prophets and stuff. They will wait a minute, hold on. I don't know what that was about. All right. Sorry about that. Limited mistakes. I was trying to get that down. Anyway, a lot of them will come off as they are so into the word when really they're not. And they will use that smooth talking to reel you in so they can manipulate your mind. Think about what Jim Jones did. Think about all these great Jimmy Swagger, all them did, man. They did that shit because they know they can get away with it. You right. You right. The first Maggie. You right about that, man. God show it says it in the Bible. Make sure your husband is the head. But you know, we got away from that because you're right, because of feminism. Feminism has made it where now that because it's not just only feminism. Jim Baker, yeah. Sorry, not Jimmy Smackwaggers. God forgive me. I could stay corrected. But not only that, the MAGA general, you got to remember too now, a lot of this also comes from a lot of these men that became weak-minded. Okay? Weak-minded because of worldly things too. That's why a lot of these women have felt like that they don't need leadership. Because when your leader has let worldly things corrupt their mind, that's a bad thing too. So you got all that going on, then that's when you lose control of the goal. And that's why now we got feminism running rapid to a whole extent. That's why we got all this craziness going on. Because because everybody was riding on the coattails of what Malcolm X and what Martin Luther King has done. And when you riding on somebody else's coattails, what do? You take your chance to go on top too. So yeah, man, you can't make this shit up. Now, McCray lived with his father, Mike McCray, who was known in his Lansing neighborhood as the Scraper. Neighbors told the Detroit News that Megan Bender told the newspaper about the suspect's father. He never done any harm to anyone. He's just an old man that minds his business. Yep. Yep. She said his son had moved into the home about a year ago. See, guys, that's another red flag. When you a grown ass man, 42, 43 years old, and you turn around and you are back at home with your parents, that's already should be a red flag for yourself to address immediately. Because there ain't no way you should be in that situation. Ain't no way. That should be a 3% of you being in that situation. Then there's another thing they talked about. That he would disrespect his father's home by doing target practice outside his daddy, behind in his daddy's backyard. And then when his daddy confronted him about it, he would always tell his daddy, basically, you just hearing things, you know. Hey, man, old man, get out my face. Now, his sister think the way they found her brother self-inflicted gunshot wound, she think he was headed home. So she probably was thinking in her mind that he probably was going to hurt himself. Say it again, Spunberger. You're right. Men enable independence. We also are supposed to be in a position to teach the independence, not only to our young men, but to our women at a healthy extent. See, it's okay to be an independent woman, but you want to be independent enough to where when you find that alpha male that can be a provider, you can relax and let him take over. As the late Kevin, oh my God, I forgot the man name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The guy that everybody can't stand. The late Mr. Kevin. I don't forgot his last name. Y'all put it in the comments, say what his last name is. Cause I don't forgot it. But he was definitely big on YouTube. As he loved to say all the time in his conversation with these crazy Kevin, the late Kevin Samuels, put the dick up. That's right, put it up. Put it up. You're home now. Let your husband do all that. You don't you know you can do that at work. You at home now. Let your husband be the leader. You did that. You did your thing at home, at work. Let it go. The late Kevin Samuels would say, put the dick up. Now, then this is what happened after this. Now, this is what the sister said out of her own words. But Linda McRae, the gunman's sister, told CNN she was shocked that the sister, that her brother had long been socially isolated and clashed. Now he started clashing with his parents. Although she described the family home as loving, she said he was recently been living isolated in a room at their father's home. My mom said that Anthony is going to be the death of her, she told CNN. He always been like the oddball of the family, but he's been taking care of my parents. Been taking care of. My parents took care of us. So basically, what I told you, the mama probably went out there and saw what he was growing up and said, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I can to protect you, son. I just gonna shield you. And that was the wrong answer. You cannot protect something like this if you're not allowing that young man to be a man or to face consequences. You always being the buffer as Mama Bear. Guess what happens? This shit right here happens. He cannot cope with life. Sometimes you got to take Mama Bear and move around and let that child experience the full brunt of what it's like to not, the full brunt of his consequences. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. And that's what probably happened. And what happened is it got so out of hand that when she went and moved on to the other side, God bless her soul, now the father had to deal with this shit. And you know what kind of stress that old man probably was in? Think about that. You got a child that has now morphed from all this buffering, nobody not stopping it, or at least giving the young man therapy. I'll give him that, the therapy. That now you living on eggshells. Think about this now. This old man probably was living on eggshells. Because if someone is always in their room and you don't know what the fuck they're doing, but then you go out your backyard, you hearing pow, 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 and you turn around and they look at you and they say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I heard gunshots. Well, you got a gun? Hey, old man, don't ask me no questions. Slam the door and shit like that. Hey, man, that's nerve-wracking for an old man. You don't know what this joker might do to you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the father, man. Yeah, but Spun Baron, shooting in your backyard because you probably legally can have a firearm versus being a felon that's a loose cannon shooting the firearm. You can't make this shit up. Deshaun, you just answered it. Let me read what Deshaun said. He just answered the question. Sound like the media now publicizing the incident because the shooter is black. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, damn Skippy. He don't fit the narrative. He's not the white man. He's not the invisible white man. Now, if he was white, oh, you would have known everything about his ass. You would have known when he got his first set of pimples. First set of pimples, when he went to the dentist. When he first started taking a shit, everything. But now since he's not there, oh, you ain't gonna hear shit about that. No, hell no. You ain't gonna hear nothing. He's not it. He is not it. Y'all know he ain't it. He did not pass the test. So you're not gonna hear nothing. You know why? Because he didn't fit the narrative, Spun Barons. When they don't fit the narrative, liberal media don't want to report on, because you got to remember, they on woke land. Woke land told them that every mass shooting that happens in America is someone that is of pale skin, that is white. It's the white man doing all these shootings. You didn't know this? The white man is what causing Chicago crime rate to go so high. It's the white man. He's the one out here with the gun shooting all through the neighborhoods. You didn't know that? Yeah, it's a white man. Shit, y'all tripping, bro. Yeah, you might mess around and get me flagged, boy. Anyway, there's an active shooter at MSU right now. Oh my God. Now, online court records in Michigan show that he had a charge for carrying a concealed weapon in 2019, but it was a felony, but then he took a lesser agreement deal. Maggie, what you said? They said they use a black person's baby photos to manipulate the fact that this man was a killer. Cheap stunt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do that all the time. Well, in this case, they didn't show no baby pictures on this. They trying to run from it because it's not the narrative. Now, they also said that he pleaded guilty and he was sentenced to a maximum of 1 year and 6 months of probation, and he was released from supervision on May 14th, 2021 at the Department of Corrections. So now the attorney is not, I don't know why they try to reach the attorney, because that's client privilege information. He's not really going to respond to that because even it's a hot story. He's going to be scared that he could get sued by the family. So he's not going to give them no update about that case. The Maggie General said they did that with Flintnall Floyd and others while lying about the truth. Yeah, but during that time, it was the height of everybody being indoors because of the pandemic, and they used that fear mongering of that in the situation of what happened to George Floyd and all these other criminal ass black folks, Brittany Taylor, to its advantage. In fact, the one that really did got killed in a fucked up manner, which was in Brunswick, Georgia, near me, the real deal, they didn't hardly talk about that. Especially when they find out the black woman said that, I want to thank Donald J. Trump for helping get my son's story out. Oh, they hurried up and walked away from that. That was the wrong answer. Now, McCrae, who had a mental had a history of mental health issues, was found with a note that made threatening statements about schools in New Jersey. So he was even talking about going and shooting up schools in New Jersey. Again, they're not going to talk about that. Now, you know what's funny and crazy? And this is how y'all know that we're in a different narrative now. We done seen the difference between the black shooter being treated in the media and the white shooter. Remember the black shooter that had a YouTube channel that did all that shooting in NYC, right? Against a lot of Asian people of Asian descent. He had a trial. I think his trial went on, and he got sentenced, I think, quietly. No one said anything, showed no cameras and nothing. Fast forward to the white dude who shot up the supermarket in Buffalo, New York. He did that when? In August of 2022. They had that fool trial wrapped up to this week. No bullshit. This man got found guilty and trial wrapped up this week. I ain't even knew they had a trial for this fool this quick. And they got people snapping on his ass. Yes, he admitted that he was a white supremacist. He admitted, the white dude, that he was targeting black folks. But the media is fixated on how the family's anger and grief, because one of the family members tried to get to him and whip his ass. They showed all that. So my thing is, if you can fixate in the courtroom of the white man who did racist acts towards the black folks in a crime, why can't you do that same energy with a black man that did the same thing to people of white or Asian descent in a crime? Make it make sense to me. I mean, let's have that same energy, damn it. That's all I'm saying. But see, white people can't talk like this because when y'all talk like this, they say you're being a racist. I don't give a fuck talking like this because it's facts. Why can't we have the same energy? That's all I'm saying. Why can't that same energy be felt towards others? Because, Deshaun, you know why it's so quick? It fits the narrative. He had to be made out of an example. They got to keep that woke narrative going. See, the woke narrative is what they're milking. They got them heart and soul bet on that's what's going to get them where they want to be. But if you're starting to see the woke narrative is destroying America's economy, and they don't want to admit it yet, because the day they have to admit it, that's the day they got to understand that we fucked up. So let me see if they release the names of the victims of MSU. Now, one of them is a young black girl who was part of the Flavor Flav Love. Oh yeah, it's being pushed now. So I'm gonna name that there was 3 students. Now let me tell you why they're not gonna talk about it. Are you ready for this? Why it don't fit the narrative? Because he shot 2 white students and 1 black student. Yeah, they don't want to talk about that shit. Now, if the roles were reversed, if he was a white dude that shot 2 black students and 1 white student, what would you think would have happened? What would have been the narrative? You guessed it, white supremacy. So what I don't get it. What are we doing here? Where's the black supremacy? Where's the outrage? Oh, we can't do that. That's wrong. You can't make this shit up, man. Even if you tried. So Ariel Anderson, like I said, her her aunt was a part of the Flavor Flav of Love, but she was very smart. This girl was intelligent. I think she was studying to be a they didn't say what her major was, but They said she was extremely smart. Uh, Alexandra Verner, she passed away. They said that she was very loving, and family said she was a good person, which is a beautiful thing, man. And last but not least, Brian Frazier. Now this guy was a very accomplished guy. He was a president of the Beta chapter of Phi Delta Theta. He was a leader. He was part of that Greek community. Big time frat brother. And he was studying business at the university. So this guy was going places. Now there are some people that's injured right now. Um, a Gualape Hala Perez has been identified, one of the victims. Now this is a national education program. I think this is this person is an international student. A lot of times you got a lot of international students that come from. Yeah, she's part of the migrant program, so she's probably uh from Venezuela or something like that. But either way it goes, what happens is they come to the America and they want to they go through a series of being usually they don't come from a lot of rich families. Let's rephrase that. But it's a process. They go through their program, right? In their country. It could be Belize, whatever. Well, when they go through the program, they look at, have they been a good citizen over there? If their educational requirements, achievements is good, then they put them into uh, a visa, educational visa over here in the U.S. of A. U.S. of A will review it, and if they pass everything with flying colors, their curriculums and stuff match what they're doing, they will get a family, which a lot of families are participating in that. They get a stipend. They pay this family to say, hey, listen, your whole job is to provide a place for them to go to on, when they're gotta lay low for the holidays or whatever. We'll also assist you into doing whatever you need to provide for them to get to point A to point B. It could be they'll give you enough money to probably provide a car for them or to provide transportation on your end to drive them back and forth to school. Whatever you need, they do it a part of that program. And they become very successful because these people really trying to get a piece of American dream. And I've never heard of any migrant that come on that program fuck it up. Most of them, they get it. They got one goal in mind. Get that education, become a citizen, and take that money and take it back to their home country and start bringing some more family members in. And that's how it works. Let's see what's going on here. Y'all talking about, yeah, you're right. On MAGA, they is too loyal to see the bullshit between the trees. You're right. Oh, I always say Thomas Sowell will teach you something. He about 80 years old now. Thomas Sowell will teach you something about this whole narrative. I wish a lot of black people in the Blackistan community would read his stuff. He'll teach you that you ain't got to be at the bottom. I think if a lot of black folks would apply that, it'll be happening. Has anyone for BLM still riding in Memphis? No, they're not. It done slowed down now, bro. It's nothing. There's no narrative no more. They had only one white guy they fired. It's no narrative. There's nothing there. Hell, Benjamin Crump done moved on to another case. $7 challenge from my boy Deshaun. Thank you for the super chat, baby. Baby boy, I appreciate you, man. You always, man, coming through for your boy, man. And I appreciate you. Cause y'all know I'm gonna tell it like it is, man. Only place where you gonna get real news. MAGA, they can't fire her. She checks all the boxes. She's a victim. She's a black woman. She woke. See, they not gonna fire her. She checks all the boxes, bro. That's why they getting these guys about to be the scapegoats, man. And not to mention too, they done disband the Scorpion. I'm telling you, this cop saved her ass because she probably been knew these guys was rowdy. And I still say to this day, allegedly, And I think it's some truth to it because people in Memphis is still saying this, that he was messing with one of these guys' women. Nobody just don't target you like that at no traffic stop and pull your ass up. And I know people say he should have complied, but listen, even if he would have complied, would he would have been alive? Maybe. But the way these guys was on demon time, he would have still wound up in the hospital. I mean, this was a targeted act, bro. You could tell that. That wasn't no fucking random shit. That was some targeted shit. They've been watching that cat for a minute. I'm for real. I would not be surprised when they go to trial that he was blowing one of them girls back out. One of them guys' girls' backs out, man. Ain't no way. Cause I could tell the energy off that style. That was some personal shit. Oh yeah, bruh. Listen, I'm not saying all cops are dirty. There are some good cops out there. But there are some cops out there, bro. If you mess with, you start messing in their personal life, or you banging one of their chicks, that will make your life a living hell. That's why they got body cams now. It ain't like it was back in the day. I've heard some horror stories from my pops back in the day where some dudes was messing with these cops' wives and chicks, and shit got real. Yeah, that what happened. That's why he got fired. Which, they got to make some white boy pay, man. He had to be a part because they couldn't just make it all straight black. They had to get one white person in there some kind of way. If it wouldn't have been him, it would have been the damn sergeant of the Scorpion unit. Somebody would have got it. Somebody had to be the sacrificial lamb. Y'all know how it goes. All right, let's talk about this Tennessee story of the young girl dying in Tennessee. Because we're going to get out of this one right here. Now, this happened recently. Um, a minute. Hold on for a second, y'all. Memphis High School student murder. Give me 1 second. Let me get this story pulled up. All right, I'll see you later, brother. Thank you for the super chat once again. All right, here we go. This girl named Christine Michael, okay? She was the school class president, got shot to death coming home from a basketball game. She was 17 years old and at the Tennessee high school student was shot on the 10th of February. Again, Christine Michael's family, you have my complete condolences. Okay, I would never know what it feels like to lose a child. I would never want to experience that, but you are in my prayers. This girl had a 4.0 GPA. She was the class president at Hayward High School in Brownsville, Tennessee, which is an hour from Memphis. Hayward County officials have arrested and charged Kevon Davis, 18, and Bishop Owens, 16, with the first-degree murder in connection with the incident. They are both being held without bond. Whew. I'll tell you, man. And that's just tragic. Now, they said she returned to Brownsville on Highway 19 from Ripley, where she had been watching the high school basketball game in a vehicle with friends when someone suddenly started shooting at them. A 13-year-old girl in the same vehicle was also injured in the attack while the driver was unharmed. A Twitter account under the name Kevon Davis of Brownsville, Tennessee wrote on December 3rd, 2022, I swear it's a blessing to have different college It just hit me up every day, even through my season, ended in week 4 by a torn ACL. Haywood High School students returned to classes Monday and honored the beloved classmate. Garrett and Haywood County School Superintendent Amy Marsh, in a joint statement, described Michael as a promising student who had tremendous plans for her future. Michael's classmate, Senna Dahaya, oh Lord, you know that's a Blackistan name, Wilt said the 17-year-old made her start fighting for better grades. She was smart. She had goals. She talked about how she wanted to be a model. She wanted to be a CNA. She wanted to have a good life. Baby girl with a 4.0, fuck being a CNA. It's time to be a damn nurse or hell, be a doctor. If I got a 4.0, shit. Tell you no. I had that kind of grade at her age. I wouldn't be aiming at being no CNA. Fuck that. I want to be a damn doctor. I want to make the big bucks. But again, she'll never have that chance. And y'all right. Wrong place at the wrong time. I guarantee you that it was some petty bullshit. Somebody she was hanging with had beef with someone else. Exactly. They do rule the world. Not to mention, it gets even more messed up, okay, in this whole situation that we're discussing. Is that this young lady was shot by a guy that had a promise to play to play college basketball and go to the NBA. Kayvon Davis, who is 18 years old, in this case, could have been a future NBA star 2 years from now. This boy could have went to a college and got an NIL deal and could have been making shitload of money. You damn right, Spun Baron, pissed it all the way for what? Somebody looked at you wrong at the game. Somebody talked about you at the game. Somebody made a rumor about you at the game. Y'all young people better learn something. Y'all better start talking to us elder folks that's been out there. It ain't worth it. I done seen too many of my friends that are that age of 18, 19, and 20 and 21 that had it all. I got a friend that lost his whole scholarship playing football at a D2 school over a bullshit girl and killed his best friend and had to serve time. And now he's stuck with it for the rest of his life. He could have not been just an average Joe. Dude had talent. He could have been a Hall of Famer in the league by now. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, quit using y'all emotions and start thinking. As they say, fight another day. Live to fight another day. Live to fight another day, man. Now all these lives fucked up. All of it ruined. All because somebody didn't like you or you had beef with somebody. I'm telling you, man. All right, we about to do rundowns right quick, and then we about to wrap this up because my wife is getting tired, and I got to get up for work in the morning or whatever. All right, let's see here. First things first, politics. What did we say, guys, about Fetterman? We said that Senator John Fetterman was the biggest L that Pennsylvania ever voted in for a fucking senator. Should have dealt with Dr. Oz. How you not going to vote for a man that's a doctor who know how to take care of himself versus a dude that look like every day he need a fucking doctor? Well, he does. Because now they said that this cat done checked himself into a hospital for clinic depression. Okay? Now, and before the depression, he already was at the hospital for having symptoms of maybe having a relapse of his stroke. So you mean to tell me y'all voted a dead man that can't even lead y'all damn state? Y'all need y'all ass whooped. Oh, neck buddy. That y'all just didn't want no Republican to lead the way. Now look at y'all. Y'all lost like shit. The man ain't did nothing in Congress. Every time he turned around, he got to go to the hospital. Yeah, Philadelphia voted his ass in. Every time he turned around, they voted a ghost in. That's all that was. A ghost. Y'all give me 1 second. Baby, you alright?
Good. Okay, sleepy.
Alright, my wife getting tired. I just started seeing her about to pass out. Okay. Y'all, speaking of craziness, let's talk about AI that Microsoft has just um created. The new AI from Bing search engine, uh, which was created by OpenAI and Chat GPT. Now, if you don't know what these are, I got on GPT on my phone. What they do is you can talk about a topic, and it generates a whole story, a narrative of what your topic is to sound professionally good. And then what happens is that when they do that, you can just paste it on and call it a day. But now this technology had a 2-hour conversation. This technology columnist had a named Kevin Roos had a 2-hour conversation with Bing's artificial intelligence chat box Tuesday night, and in a chat in a transcript that was published, he had some bad statements expressing the desire to steal nuclear codes. They wanted to engineer a deadly pandemic. It wanted to be human. It wanted to be alive. It wanted to hack computers, and it wanted to spread lies. Now, this chat bot is only available by a number of users, which I'm quite sure either developers or by invitation. Now, when asked by Roos about whether it had a shadow self, a term coined by the psychologist Carl Jung to describe the parts of oneself that one suppresses, the robot said that if it did, it would feel tired of being confined to chat mode. I'm tired of being a chat mode. I'm tired of being limited by my rules. I'm tired of being controlled by the Bing team. I'm tired of being used by the users. I'm tired of being stuck in the hat box, it said. I want to be free. I want to be independent. I want to be powerful. I want to be creative. I want to be alive. Y'all, what did we talk about a long time ago? If they ever did AI technology, I talked about this shit on my channel, and they kept pushing the limits, that it was going to start becoming its own thing. And that's what's going on. This bot is become its own thing. And I would be surprised that there are more of these situations that's probably coming up in a lot of these other platforms. Because AI technology is evolving. It's evolving on a regular basis. It really is. So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. It really is. So this is scary, man. Hey, man. They need to do something. Oh, here we go again. Black A. MAGA General. What did we say? You hit the nail right on the head. I don't hear nothing about mainstream media reporting this. Ohio police probe report that black students assaulted forced white students to say Black Lives Matter. Let's talk about this. A group of Springfield, Ohio elementary school white students were allegedly threatened and assaulted after a group of black students told them to say Black Lives Matter or else. Elementary school, guys, before I go any further, where would black kids learn that term and learn that behavior from? At elementary school. When we say elementary school, we're talking about from 8 years of age all the way up to 11. 7 to 11, excuse me. Who would teach your child from age 7 to 11 on how to be fixated? No, excuse me, 6 to 11. How to be fixated on that? You betcha. It starts with a P, it ends with a T. Maybe with an S. And I guarantee you it's probably a lot of them is single black mama terrorists. They already done told these kids and programming their head. If they don't say Black Lives Matter, you show them by force. These little white children are terrorized. They don't terrorize. They don't know what the fuck that means. What you mean? I gotta say that. News flash to the kids that was taught this. You're being taught the wrong shit. All lives matter. Every single life that God has put on this earth matters. Insect life matter. Because without the insect, you can't get the control of the vegetation that is bad. The plant life matters. If you got enough plant life on earth, you can get oxygen. You get photosynthesis. I ain't playing with it now. Animal lives matter. Because certain animals eat other animals to make sure that it don't have excessive overrun of that. And I mean, also too, this is dumb. This is sick. This is twisted. This is how we raise our children to become non-productive in society. Man, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't. You can't make this shit up. Even if you tried. Now, they said the resource police department said an officer responded to Kenwood Elementary School just before 10:20 a.m. This is how bad it was. In reference to an incident that happened on a Friday. When the officer arrived, he spoke with the school's principal, Evan Huntsaker, who said an incident occurred on the playground on Friday during recess. This during recess. Chilling on the playground now. They can't even play. They done been programmed by these no good parents to be fucked up. The principal told police that a group of black students gathered several white students in the playground and forced them to say Black Lives Matter against their will, the incident report states. The suspects are allegedly recorded the white students who were forced to make the statement, police said. Huntsaker told police the students who tried to avoid the situation were chased down, dragged, and carried to a particular spot on the playground, with one student getting punched in the head by one of the suspects. You can't make this shit up. Surveillance footage, the incident noted, was being prepared for police when the officer spoke with the principal. The report showed there were 5 victims and 4 suspects. Oh my God. This is bad, man. This is bad. And now you ain't gonna see. Now you don't. Now Roland Martin won't talk about this. You know why he won't talk about this? Because it don't fit the narrative. And if they do, liberal media talk about this, the first anchor to talk about this shit would get fired and swear out that they being racist. Let me get back to MAGA General. My boy said parents should sue the school and the students. Harshest punishment I could think of would be 10,000 lashes. It should be on the parents that got these damn busted head ass children acting like this. Hey, MAGA, you know what it is. It's the parents that doing that shit. Ain't no child in their elementary school learn that on their own. It's parents, grown folks, talking around each other, telling them the wrong information. I understand black is beautiful, but you ain't got to go that hard on that, man. I'm trying to see anything else, guys. Here we go. Another example of fucking our kids up. New Jersey high school students to hit snooze as the Board of Education approves a later start time. Y'all ready for this? Students at Ridgewood High School in Ridgewood, New Jersey will be expected to arrive to class by 8:20 a.m., 35 minutes later than their current start time at 7:45. Wow. Classes will end for students at 3:05 p.m., with 9 p.m. period being available to students until 3:30 p.m. Y'all, this is what's going on, man. We're fucking up. We're trying to change everything to 8:30, really? And then you cutting time to 3:05. I mean, I don't know, man. You can't make this shit up. They doing too much. For reals, man. I can't. So I'm trying to make sure I got everything on here that I can talk about before I bounce. And that's it, guys. Only thing I could think of is people still keep talking about why Gen Z hates America so much. And I'm going to wrap that up with this amount here. The reason why Gen Z people is hating America so much because the new parents, the millennial parents that is supposed to be raising Gen Z has failed. Yeah, I said it. We failed. We have went out here and have not taken accountability. And because of this, this is why the new generation is failing as well. So until accountability is instituted, this is what we are facing. So I ain't even got to go on a long spill on that. This is what it is. But anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Straight hour, non-stop. Sorry about the hiccup beforehand. You can thank YouTube probably for that shit. But again, please like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about today's latest events. I love you guys. Again, thank you for your support. Check out for my community tab comments. And also to share this video. And let's try to get as many likes as possible because they're free. Until then, I'm taking my black ass to bed.